Hey guys, so here's a quick tutorial on how to incorporate Nearpod into your Google Slide presentations. I already have Nearpod in as a Google Chrome extension, so I'm going to go here to Add-ons and click on Nearpod and open Nearpod. Anytime you do this, it's going to create it on the next slide, so don't worry about what slide you currently have selected. I'm going to start with the Collaborate board so I can get the students thinking about what the lesson is going to be about. You choose the type of background, and it also shows you the type of font that is going to be shown for the students, and I just kind of mix it up with however I'm feeling for the day. So my first question, what do you think would happen if an asteroid hit the Earth? Now, with this, just so you know, you are limited in characters on the top line, but the bottom line gives you a lot more characters that you can enter here if you want to put a deeper or a more lengthy statement. You can also add a picture if you wanted to go here and insert a picture of an asteroid to kind of just help students get thinking about what's going on. You have that there and you click Save. Once you click Save, that Nearpod slide has now been created and it will show up a little bit differently in your presentation. It doesn't have the same background as the rest of the slides do, but you know that this is now a Collaborate slide. Once you've done that, maybe you want to include a Draw It slide where they have to draw a picture of what the Earth might look like where that asteroid hit. Okay, so you have a couple options here. You can upload a picture or a background image that you want them to draw on top of, or you can just have the instructions and leave it a blank slide. This gives you a lot of options if you were asking them to annotate a text or maybe solve a specific math problem or science equation and they needed the background or kind of the template of what they were solving. So you have a lot of options here. So you can upload your background image here. I use the snippet tool a lot and just drag and drop something. You can do something like a picture from a textbook page and then ask them to, once the picture is loaded, maybe in your instructions up here you say, please underline all vocabulary words. Okay, so it gives you a lot of options with regard to what you want to do with that picture. So this isn't a great example, but you can see the idea of uploading a picture in here. If you click this little arrow over here, you can adapt the instructions. You can also add a timer if you are doing this synchronously with the students and say, okay, I'm going to give you 1 minute and 30 seconds. Underline all of the instructions, or I'm sorry, all of the vocabulary words at the same time. You click Save, and that is going to be added to your slides. Okay, so now say this is all you wanted to do. It was just a very short lesson. You're going to go down here to the bottom right hand corner, click Save and Go to Nearpod. So once you click Save and Go to Nearpod, it's going to move over into the Nearpod website. It'll show you here that it's actually being saved, and then once it is done, it is going to give you your options, right? I do live participation and I do student paced. Live participation means you would be showing this during class and being able to follow along exactly with what they're doing. Student paced means they have to do the same activities, but they're going to do it on their own, and you can assign it as a homework assignment or as a quiz. So back in Google Slide, you can see all of the different options of Nearpod activities that you can add to it. And you can choose each of these and kind of play around with how each of them could be integrated into your lesson. If you want to start from the Nearpod website, you are going to click Lessons, and you're going to click Create and Lessons, and it's going to be basically the same idea, but it's only in Nearpod. So you click Add Content and Activities. Again, you have the same choices. They have them under Content and they have them under Activities. So you can start with an open-ended question, and you're going to be building it the exact same way. You could still have the option to add the timer, other images, things like that, but then it's going to be built in Nearpod rather than Google Slides. Okay, so say this is the only activity that you're going to have. You click Save and Exit, give it a title, and then it'll be saved directly to your Google library. Again, you can see here's the test one I just did, and then here is the other one that I did through Google Slides. So they both end up in the same place. I like to do it in Google Classroom just because that's where all of my presentations are kept, but you can do it in either place. Hope this helps.